NXT did their award show tonight, and this show was a bit different because this was not a live NXT show. What you had was the show was taped from Stamford, Connecticut, and it was in a studio and basically just did the award show when they showed some of the best of 2019. That's what NXT was tonight. It was not a real show. And it was interesting. I probably thought they should have done this on Christmas Day, because I think if they'd done this on Christmas, it would have came off better, because on Christmas they had a regular show and it was taped and no one really watched it. I think it would have been better to have done that last week, this show last week, and done an actual show this week. But they had the whole show taped from Stamford. You start off with a voice up from Pat McAfee about what NXT did in 2019. We come back, we're in the Stamford, Connecticut studio with Pat McAfee, Sam Roberts, and the beautiful Kathy Kelly. And Kathy looking great, as always, almost as hot as she did last week. It's between her and Jen Decker tonight. I mean, you want to flip the channels between NXT and AEW. Hopefully one of them's on the screen, because we got a lot of Jen tonight and we got a lot of Kathy tonight. So, hey, great. Kathy, beautiful. As always watch my NXT reviews. Always have to praise Kathy. And definitely follow her on Instagram. You're missing out. So Sam Roberts said 2019 was NXT's best year. I think I might agree. I think I could say. I think 2018 was great too, but I think 2019 might have been even better. 2015 was great too, but that actually pales into comparison to the quality of wrestling. So I'd say 2019 would have been the best year. And what they do is they do like the three best matches of the year. We will see the tag team ladder match for NXT TakeOver 25 as the third best match of 2019. And we get highlights and we get the full match. NXT TakeOver 25, the triple threat tag team ladder match. You get the Forgotten Sons, Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake against the Spirit Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, against Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch, against the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Man, that was a fantastic match. Go back and watch my review of NXT TakeOver 25. I loved it. It was nuts. It was brutal. A fantastic match up there. I really enjoyed watching that. It was a lot of fun watching it. And there was a brutal spots, and I remember Kyle O'Reilly got his back killed in this match. And eventually, it was a big surprise who won, the Street Profits. When I was expecting the Street Era to win that, I picked them to win in my review and my predictions actually for that show. I remember, but Street Profits got the win. Dawkins and Ford, even though they really didn't have a long title reign. So after a match, I celebrate with the fans. We go back to the studio now, and Sam Roberts talks about being in the building for that match. He said it made the Street Profits. And then we go to the award for NXT Tag Team of the Year. The nominees are the Street Profits, the Grizzled Young Veterans, the Viking Raiders, Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan in the NXT Era. So look at those five. Street Profits, they could get it. They're probably the runners-up. But they were NXT for the whole year. Grizzled Young Vets, and they're not getting it. Viking Raiders, they had a great run, but they were only in there for the beginning of the year. They had two great matches, but they're not getting it because they weren't there for long enough. Mark Andrews and Flash Gordon Webster, not happening. But Undisputed Era, of course, is winning. There's no doubt about it. They get the win. The winners are the Undisputed Era. Liam Regal's in the ring with the awards, and the Undisputed Era make their way to the ring. Bobby Fish says Regal is his favorite person from England. He says there was no doubt it would be them. Kyle says any combination makes a world-class team worthy. He says the peasants have spoken. The Undisputed Era celebrates their win. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Tag Team of the Year, Undisputed Era, no question about it. Next, we go to the next award, which is going to be Male Competitor of the Year. Sam Roberts mentions that there are trainers and people with USA Network to determine Male Competitor of the Year of who's going to get it. The nominees are Adam Cole, Bebe, Walter, Johnny Gargano, Velveteen Dream, Tyler Bate, or Tommaso Ciampa. To go to all of them had great years. Walter was great. He had a great year. He had a great debut. On the first few days of the year, he debuted on NXT UK. Had a great match at Pete Dunne, but he's not going to get it. Johnny Gargano, fantastic year as always. He's not getting it. He probably got it last. He would for sure have gotten it in 2018. He's not going to get it in 2019. Velveteen Dream, another very good year, but not really a main eventer. Can't say he was great. Tyler Bate, also great, hell of a worker. He got nominated over Pete Dunne, which is telling because I thought he had the better overall wrestling year. And Tommaso Ciampa, who had a great return when he came back later in the year. Hell of a match. He can't get it though. There's only one hands down nominee for the best wrestler of the year, and he was my male wrestler of the year. When you go back and listen to my reviews of the best of 2019. Adam Cole won it. He deserves to win it here, and he does. Adam Cole is your winner. Undisputed Era come out to the ring as a whole group. Adam Cole accepts his award. And I think for the tag team, I think they went with all three of them as a combination. But for the NXT champ, Roderick Strong kind of gets an award too for tag team. But Adam Cole gets it for male wrestler of the year. So the Undisputed Era all get awards. Adam Cole gets on the mic. He talks about his award. He says he could have been given it in the middle of the year or at the start of last year, which is definitely true. He says November proved it all. He says it will be the 2020, 2021, and 2022 Male Competitor of the Year. It is soon going to be called the Adam Cole Award. He is so proud and shocked, but he is not. It belongs to someone like him. Next, we go to Female Competitor of the Year. Here are your nominees: Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Toni Storm, Kaylee Ray, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. To go through each one, Io Shirai had a great year. She had a fantastic heel turn. I love her heel character. I love the entrance she had when Poppy came with her, I think, on the Halloween edition. That was great. I love Io Shirai. I think she's an amazing heel. I wish they would do something with her on the main roster. I think she's just a badass. Loved her matches with Candice LeRae. She's not going to get it, but she would come close. Toni Storm, I love Toni Storm. Huge fan of hers. She's smoking hot. She has everything. She has an amazing body. She can be a star. She has personality. She's super likable. I see her as, she could be the top female star in the company. Not enough now. She really didn't do much on the main roster. She had a good run. She won the NXT UK title earlier in the year, but didn't really give her much. I think she'll get a big push eventually, but she's not going to win it in 2019 for Best Woman Wrestler of the Year. Kaylee Ray, again, she beat Toni Storm to win the UK Women's title, but not much else. Not a huge push, not a huge star yet. She can't get it, but again, she had a good year. Bianca Belair, definitely not winning it. I'm surprised she was nominated. They didn't really do much with her. She got a few matches with Shayna, but she lost twice. I don't know. I thought they'd give her a huge push. They just, maybe they're afraid to pull the trigger with her, but she can be a star. She has a lot of potential. With her luck and her power, she can be something, but they haven't really pulled the trigger with Bianca Belair yet. But yeah, I think she can be a star in the future. Rhea Ripley, of course, is the star right now. One of the top female stars in the whole company, and she's someone who's just on the main, still in NXT. She got the huge win over Baszler. She's your current NXT Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley is a star. Love her. She is going to be a big name. I would have picked her to win. She won the Best Breakout Star of the Year when I give it my award. And I would have given her over Shayna because she had far better matches with Shayna. She had a great match with Toni Storm earlier in the year. And her matches overall have been more entertaining. And she's more of a fun wrestler to watch. And she's far more over than Baszler. But because Shayna was so dominant early in the year, she gets the win. Shayna Baszler wins Female Wrestler of the Year. She comes to the ring with Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. She says, of course, she won Female Competitor of the Year. She was the most dominant champion. If you thought losing would stop her, think again. Next, we see Kathy Kelly back. Thank God. Love seeing her. She says she will find out who the overall competitor of the year will be. Will it be Shayna Baszler or Adam Cole? Has to go Adam Cole. Next, they go to Rivalry of the Year. Your winner is Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. No questions asked. Two fantastic matches. One decent match, but yeah, the rivalries speak for themselves. Gargano comes to the ring to accept the award. He's joined by his opponent in the feud, Adam Cole. Johnny says it's the second year in a row he's won the award. He won it last year with Tommaso Ciampa. He says he is used to being involved with horrible people. Adam says people said it was one of the best trilogies. And Adam asked Johnny who won the rivalry. Johnny says the biggest regret was his 77-year-old father didn't punch Adam Cole in his restaurant. I don't know. That was pretty funny. Next, we go to the number 2 match of the year. It's the Women's War Games match. I don't agree with that. I don't know if I'd say... You know what? Actually, that was a great match. I don't know if I would say it's the second best match of the year. But, hey, it was a hell of a match up here. We get that. Still love seeing Dakota Kai just murder Tegan Nox. Just kill her knee. This was such a great match. Go back and listen to my review. Hell of a match up here. Ended with Rhea Ripley getting the win over Shayna Baszler. So Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae won as a duo because that's all who was left. Dakota murdered Tegan's knee and she walked out and ended up just being Candice and Rhea winning at the end. So that was pretty good. Next we go to Future Star of the Year. Nominees are Kushida, Xia Li, Bronson Reed, Tegan Nox, Dakota Kai, Ilja Dragunov, Isaiah Scott, Tainara, who has the best ass of the year. Definitely Tainara. Not a big star, to be honest. Or Cameron Grimes. Dakota Kai gets it. Yeah, I can see that. She did have the big breakout star when she killed Tegan Knox as a heel. I don't know. We'll see what they do with her, but it's a decent award. She comes, makes her way to the ring, and cuts a promo. She says she will make her opportunities known. They look at the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Here are their teams. You have the Forgotten Sons, Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne as a team, Kushida and the Mystery Partner, the Grizzled Young Veterans, Gallus, Imperium, and Mark Andrews. You have Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. Those are your teams. Kathy Kelly mentions how some of the top matches took place at TakeOver, and they say they go to TakeOver the year, the Winners of War Games. Oh, wow, they give the best TakeOver to War Games? I totally disagree. It was NXT TakeOver New York. That was the better show. War Games was great, but NXT TakeOver New York, that's crazy. The New York show was way better. They go for Breakout Star of the Year. You have Damian Priest, Piper Niven, Dominic Dijakovic, Angel Garza, Joe Coffey, Keith Lee, Candice LeRae, Matt Riddle, and Rhea Ripley. Go with Keith Lee. I would have been into Rhea Ripley. I don't agree. Keith Lee can be a star, but Rhea Ripley deserves that award. Come on. Keith's given the award by Triple H, and he wants to bask in the glory of everyone who voted for him, and you see nothing yet. Next, we go to Match of the Year in NXT in 2019, and we will find out when we come back. We know what it is, come on. We are back, and it's time for Match of the Year, and it's the 2 out of 3 falls match. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole for NXT TakeOver New York. Hell of a match up there. What a great, great match. Classic match. I loved it. As I mentioned when I talked about in my best of, I won Match of the Year in my awards. You know, the match started off. Adam Cole was cheered. Johnny Gargano was booed. At the end, Gargano was the biggest babyface ever, where he was at the year before when he beat Ciampa. The fans loved him again. Gets the win. After the match, Candice LeRae comes out, celebrates with her husband. Ciampa comes out too. He celebrates with them. And that could have been the end of Ciampa because we didn't know if he was coming back. So that was a great moment. And definitely worthy of Match of the Year. I thought it was the best match I've seen all year. Final award, Best Overall Competitor of the Year. It's Adam Cole, baby. Undisputed Era makes her way to the ring with all the awards to collect our next one. Adam Cole accepts the award, and he says that everyone should take a moment and appreciate the Undisputed Era. There is not one NXT superstar who can touch Adam Cole. There is not one superstar in the world who can compete with them. He promises with every fiber in being that this time is the beginning. The era of the Undisputed Era has just begun, and he feels great to be a winner. They all hug the Undisputed Era in the center of the ring as we go to credits, and that's it. That recaps the award show. It was a fun show to watch. I enjoyed it a lot, and I agree with most of them. Some I didn't agree, but I thought overall Adam Cole clearly had the best year. He deserved most of the awards, and that wraps it up. And fun show to watch. I enjoy watching award shows. I'd like to see more. I wish they do one on the main roster. And I thought this was a fun show to watch.